and yeah, I think he ended up passing away in California. We do have though.
Ask about Andy Devine.
George Wilson is his name. He's
George.
a famous baseball player.
What was his name?
His name is George Grantham.
Oh, I know.
And he was in like the World Series.
Oh, wow.
And he was from here. I've had a few people come looking for him. And they played baseball over top of his grave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like right in the front of the sidewalk in 5.
Oh.
These ones here, these must be really old.
Yeah, these are all the pioneers. This cemetery actually used to be downtown, but where the hospital used to be. It was the hospital, and then it was the graveyard. But that area was too small, and I guess they wanted to make room for the school there. So they ended up uprooting people and brought them up here. But I guess the people that couldn't afford to pay, or the people that were just been there for so long that didn't have family, they kind of left them there. Yeah, so it was like a big to-do back in like this...
Under the hospital?
Under the football field of the school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so back in like the 70s, there was like a bunch of rain and stuff, and they started surfacing, and kids were bringing in bones and memorabilia and jewelry and things, and like I think they did some excavating a little bit, but I don't think they got everybody. And so that was that story, and then yeah, so that would be the pioneers, and then it started from the front over there. We have the Benellis buried here, and then
front row?
Yeah, up in the front, number 1 up there in the front corner over there, and then George Grantham, the World Series baseball player.
Number 5.
And then there's I don't know if
Sorry about that.
They're not really famous, the Richardsons, but they kind of like did like there's a homestead. It was like their halfway point between like Bullhead and like Golden Valley Kingman at the time. You know, back when they were like in like horses and things like that. And he had like a motel, and he had there was a gas station down there, and a whole little sort of like town sort of thing, and it's still over there if you like wanted to go visit that. That's right at the bottom of the, well, it's not really at the bottom. It's as you're coming this way from Bullhead City. As soon as you get to the top and you start coming down, there's a turn to the right off of the road. And if you follow that all the way kind of back down, the motel's still there. His house is still there. All the trees that he built.
Still operating?
Not operating. But they're down there that you can take a look at. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool.
I'm a YouTuber, and we just went to the Benelli house yesterday. It was pretty nice.
Oh,
so
cool. Yeah, neat. Right on.
It's funny about the pioneers, because we're from San Francisco, and they took the pioneers because the State Farm wanted to put their offices there. They took all the pioneers and put them in a mass grave.
Oh
my God!
At Cypress Lawn, and it was such an insult.
Yeah.
Because they built that city.
Yeah.
And died there, and they just like.
Wow.
And so there's no names. It's just a plaque saying that they had been moved there, and it was the pioneer grave. Wow. And they put concrete and all that, but it's not like this.
Yeah.
It's total disrespect.
Yeah.
It's like, and because San Francisco history, I was big into the history.
Right.
Because the whole town is built on vice, right?
Right.
Gambling, prostitution, corrupt politicians.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing the background and why they even built it. Why it's got its own city and county. Yeah. It's because of Stanford. Stanford's in Palo Alto. Oh, wow. And for Stanford to have his kids go to that university, within 100 miles of it, you can't have liquor.
Oh, wow.
So San Francisco made their own county so they could do all their underhanded stuff.
Wow.
And it's just a, it's a beautiful place, but it's obnoxious how it all got.
Yeah.
And how it's turned out now.
Yeah, and
it's really sad.
He lived there all his life, but I lived there for 25, 28 years.
Wow. I was born in San Francisco at the General Hospital.
Oh, wow.
And
it's a cool place.
I mean, I went to...
Not so much now. But
yeah. My grandma and I moved to Pinole when I was in the 6th grade. So I went to the Pinole Valley High School, which was really famous back in the 80s. Mainly because one of the girls that was a senior or junior or senior, her father was a spokesperson or something for the 49ers. So that's why we always were on TV and So it was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Wow, neat.
So our school was number 1 in California, and then after I graduated, they started just letting everybody come in, and I mean it was a
Mess it up.
yeah. Now it's all chain fence all around it, and
I was born in San Jose, and that's where the Donner Party.
The
The Donner Party actually went there after their fiasco in the mountains.
Oh my God!
Because it was 48 miles south, and people, they didn't have the internet and newspaper and all that. So people didn't know. The first mayor there was one of the Donner Party.
Wow.
One of the mayors in the 90s was a descendant of one of those guys.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy.
I want to get some more stuff before, because my phone is running out. But thank you.
You're very welcome. Yes, of course.
Thanks for the
Yeah, of course.
information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a look. Go ahead. Yeah, we are.
Okay, we're at the Mountain View Cemetery in Kingman, Arizona. And I'm going to do a ghost tube here in just a moment. But I just wanted to get this angel. It's really beautiful. Wow, just amazing. Everett. Wow, look at that. Wow.
Right. Yeah. And then, from the rain and stuff, if some of it's washed away.
There you go. Just a little bit of history for San Francisco. My friend's very knowledgeable on San Francisco history. I guess there's no just Everett. So, here's Grace Everett, Gracie Davis, Oscar Smith. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Marvin Cedric, U.S. Air Force. Thank you for your service. 1964. Wow. This is beautiful. Alright, the only reason I came here is because Bach, Black Collar, came here with Webb, and they did ghost sessions and everything, and it was pretty interesting, and that's why I came here. Anna and Charles O'Leary. Wow. April 9th, 64. Wow. Fink. Omer and Rose Fink. Oh, she's still alive.